I like to begin when a couple first come in to see me, and that might be by webinar, by Zoom, by one of the secure webcam, or face to face. I like to ask them, how did you meet? And that's what I ask you to ask each other, that question. And I'd like each of you to just share with the other your remembrance of first time setting eyes on each other. Do you remember that occasion? Now allow each other to tell the story differently as to how you remember it. Don't beat up the other person. Don't try and correct them necessarily because they have a different view, a different perspective. It may be they don't remember that first event, they remember a subsequent event when you came to their attention. Tell the story for you and allow the other person to tell the story for them. How did you first set eyes on the other person? What do you remember noticing? It's always good stuff that we remember noticing, but hopefully we can be candid because things changed, didn't it, over time? I'm always interested then when I ask the question, do you remember the first time there was a noticeable flutter inside of you? You know something was going on inside of you that suggested this person is different to others. You know there's a twinkling in your eyes at some point, whether it's the first time meeting, the second time, third time, even if initially it was in a group and then some point later you paired off, maybe a first date, maybe it was sometime later for you that you know something's going on inside of you. Do you remember when you noticed there's something different about you? And I know I'm feeling something and I can't deny it. Tell the story. I'm going to get you just to pause here for a little bit and tell each other the story. Now, as you come back at this point, and it only really works if you did pause. So again, I encourage you, just pause here and tell each other your story. Yep. What did you notice as the other person told the story of your first time setting eyes on you, on the other person? You see, that often gives me a lot of clues as to where the couple might be at. In the lowest of low conflict place in a coupled relationship, so often when they tell the story of first meeting the other, do you notice something of eyes lighting up, a wry smile, even if they're trying to hide the smile, the sense of joy as they tell the story, vibrancy? Did that happen for you two as you told each other a story? Did that happen for one less so the other? Don't be too critical. But it's often really interesting how in the midst of conflict we can tell the story in a sometimes quite a vibrant way that is noticeable. And likely that's really telling you the truth of what you feel for the other person. There will be times when a couple tell the story in a very, what should I say, a very matter of fact, without any real colour. And again, it may be that that is just a way of protecting themselves from showing any sense of elation when they met the other person. But I, as a therapist, and of course, remember what I've said, I'm working so much more in the unconscious, the things which are not so visible. And I can pick up a lot from the way the couple tell the story. Has something died in the relationship so that even telling the story of how we first met doesn't evoke a sense of smiles, joy, passion, other positive emotions, or not.
Single, but want to better understand why? Preparing for marriage and want to give it your best shot. Perhaps you're in a partnership, a couple, and want to address some issues. Maybe it's a marriage, but it just ain't working too well. Are you a couple, but know it could be better? Consider a diagnosis, a form of MOT for the relationship. Want to limit passing on the stuff to the children? Because we know that childhood development really does impact the shaping of us and how we go on to do adult life. Want to maximize the quality of your relationship? Perhaps communication just definitely is not working well. Conflict needs managing, needs resolving. Sex, the first casualty when there is conflict, may be something of a sense of a mismatch, but there are definitely some problems in sex. Maybe you're long time married and you've settled, but you know you haven't settled for good enough. Consider the Kairos Center video on demand program. In that program, you'll cover a lot of topics from A to Z, and you can do it in the comfort of your own home at your leisure, and have some periodical homework review sessions with me from time to time at your leisure. Maybe you would prefer secure webcam where one of you or both of you come for maybe weekly sessions. There's something for everyone in the Kairos relationship program. Contact me today. Whether you're in a partnership, a marriage, these things are true. Marriage is not the coming together of two people. It's actually a clash of two cultures, two experiences, two memories, two habits, two morals, two values. And that is a formulation for destruction, says Dr. Miles Monroe. Also, Dr. Creflo Dollar has said, marriage is the place of our healing. Don't leave it too quickly. And if I add a little bit extra to that, you're destined to repeat the problems. So why not work through this partnership in order to address the issues, which is more about me than the other person, and then make an informed decision about what you do for the future of the relationship. Send me a message. It's time to get your quality of life and relationship back on a proper footing.